Today we're doing a product review. Come on in, welcome to my home. Today is a sponsored video because I got this wonderful AICook to review. This was sent to me at a great discount, and they asked if I would do a review, and of course I said I would love to do a review. As you can see, the model is just wonderful. We are going to do a first impression of it also, because everything which you need is right there on it. It has the temperature and the time. There's the handy basket in the front which just lifts out. From the pan comes the basket. This is the basket where you're going to put your food in. This is the pan. It just clicks in there together. If you want to then lift your basket out easily, just press the button. On the back there is an air vent which needs to be kept clear. You don't want to have this up against anything because hot air will be coming out of that. Now the basic idea of this is you can fry food without oil. Now the cool part about that is you can do more than just fry food, and we're going to be doing quite a few different things with this, but today I thought I would demonstrate just potatoes. Now a lot of people were asking if this was then faster, and we'll see. The first thing that I'm going to do with this is you have to heat it up. It does take a few seconds to get used to using the controls, setting the temperature for the time. Now the cool part about this is how loud it is. Right now we're going to let this go for about 3 to 10 minutes to warm up, simply because we want to get this all nice and ready for its first use. You can feel the hot air coming out of the back, so make sure that it does have enough room to ventilate. And also it really is super easy to use. I have my French fries that have been soaking in water. They've been soaking in there for about 30 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is drain them and then pat them really dry. Once my French fries are really dry, I'm going to put them in a bowl and add about half a tablespoon of olive oil. Then I'm going to coat these and then sprinkle on some salt. You can use sea salt, you can use whatever salt you like. Now let's add our potatoes. Now a lot of people just tip these into the basket. It's recommended that you don't do that because then you're going to get excess oil. This way I'm just picking them up and dropping them in. Did you have to add the oil? We'll see about that. I'm going to put the pan back in, then I'm going to set it. I'm setting it for 400 degrees for a total of 15 minutes. I will come and check this every once in a while to shake it around, but so far so good. I think this is going to work out pretty well. We're a little more than halfway through, and what I'm going to do right now is take my fries out, give them a nice shake. Make sure that you don't touch the button on the top because that would release it, and it will start up again. That way, halfway through, it's just like you're mixing up the pan. So let's let this continue. After 15 minutes, most people say let your fries cool just a bit before you do anything with them. I'm going to take my fries, dump them on the plate. I have done nothing to these. No ketchup, just added the salt and the oil. Let's give it a taste. Those are really good French fries. Now, if you're one of these people who likes more crisp fries, let them cool, then cook them a little longer. I personally do not. I like the more softer. These are really good. So our first experiment with our air fryer is a success. You can touch these and they do not feel greasy. They're not deep fried, but they do have that wonderful taste of a French fry. It has been several weeks since I did my first impression of this, which you just saw in the beginning of this video. And I've had enough time to play around with this. And guess what? Oh, I'm not going to tell you right now because I'm going to talk about some of the pros and cons of this and then give you my final thoughts. One of the things which is really interesting about this is it pumps out some heat. I mean, it pumps out a lot of heat when you're cooking, but it's an air cooker, so that is to be expected. And also the controls take a tiny bit to get used to. But here are the cool parts. Once you're used to this, these controls actually work really well. So that's not a problem. The heat issue, if it's summertime where you are, or if it's hot, I will warn you right now, it gets warm, your place will get warm, and you need to have enough space behind it that you can use it no problem. Now, let's talk about what's really cool about this. I didn't think, I was like, oh, it's okay, it's alright, meh, until I tried to do some French fries in the deep fryer. Alright, so my French fries in the deep fryer were good French fries. Great. Now let's talk about cleanup. When I did the cleanup from the deep fryer, first thing I had to do was let all the hot oil cool down so that I could then figure out what to do with the hot oil. Either store it to reuse it or figure out how to get rid of it. That was an issue. Just this little part, these two pieces, can go in the dishwasher. Yeah, you can wipe it out, put the rest in the dishwasher, and you're ready to go. So that was really cool. So cleaning up went really, really fast, and there also wasn't the hassle of figuring out what to do with the oil. That part I really did love. But I was still thinking, okay, this thing is huge. I mean, it really is big. Where am I going to store it? However, I was looking at my deep fryer, and my deep fryer, though, is shorter, but it's much wider. So comparably, yes, that's still about the same. And then the cool thing happened. I made some baked fries in my oven. And when I took them out of the oven, I tasted them and I was like, this is what was interesting. When I used this, I was comparing it to regular French fries from my favorite fast food place. And it was comparable. And I kept thinking, well, why would you give this if you could get French fries that way? Well, yeah, I would agree if you can get French fries that way. However, if you want to make French fries at home, guess what? It works really well. It compared to those French fries because my baked fries at home were not as good. They were not as crispy. They didn't have the whole everything with this. So then I thought, well, okay, let's experiment with some other recipes. Guess what? The other recipes that I experimented with were so good, you're actually going to see them come up on this channel. I'll also tell you how you can do them regularly, but in the air fryer, they were absolutely amazing. And they didn't take that much oil, and of course, coming this January, I'm sure everybody is going to want to cut down on their calories, me included. This is a great way to do this. This would make a great present. I did not think that I would like it as much as I did, but I really do. After using it for several weeks, I really enjoy this. So I can say, yes, I would recommend this. This is so cool. There's a link down in my description which will take you to my Amazon affiliate site, which will show you how you can buy this. But it is worth it. It really is. I enjoyed it. Now let me know what you think about this. Do you have an air fryer? Does your air fryer put out as much heat? Let me know down in the comments. I like doing these reviews. If you like the reviews, let me know down in the comments. It's also if there's something that you would like me to review, let me know down in the comments. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon because that helps me do these reviews, and with using Patreon, I can do reviews that are not products sent to me by the company. I can do a review that is just a review. This product was sent to me by the company. I thank them very much for this because I'm now really going to use this. This is wonderful. Like I said, I was surprised at how much I like this. Once I got over the initial didn't like the controls, it just took a little getting used to, and then the heat that it put out. Once I got over that, I'm like, wow, really cool. So yes, you will see some other recipes coming up, and I hope I get to see you again next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on this channel. I love making these videos for you, and I hope I get to see you again next time.